Friends, welcome to Crack Gate CSE, and in this series of computer organization we already had a detailed discussion over the data formats. So if you have not checked my previous videos, please check them out, and in case if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get an update whenever I am uploading any new videos. And in this particular video we'll be having the discussion over the computer architecture. What is computer architecture, what are the different kinds of computer architecture we are having, and we will be doing a comparative study so that you can have an idea about the both of the architecture and the difference among them, right? So first of all, let's quickly start with the computer architecture. So on the basis of the program storage, it is divided in two kinds. What is the meaning of program storage? Program is nothing but set of instructions we know, and the instruction is stored in which kind of memory. That thing defines the single memory architecture or multiple memory architecture. So if the program is stored in the same memory where the data is stored, then it is a single memory architecture. And if there is a separate memory for instructions and the data, then it will be multi-memory architecture. And one more thing, that what is computer architecture? So computer architecture explain us that what exactly the computer system do. So computer architecture deals with what computer system do, and the computer organization deals with how it does the following work, right? So the single memory architecture is also known as von Neumann architecture, and this multi-memory architecture is known as Harvard architecture. So this von Neumann architecture is the ancient computer architecture, or you can say that it is an old computer architecture, while this Harvard architecture is the modern computer architecture. This von Neumann architecture is based on stored program computer concept, while this Harvard architecture is based on Harvard Mark I relay based model. What is Harvard Mark I? Harvard Mark I, also known as IBM automatic sequence controlled controller. So this is based on these kind of relay based models, right? And here you can see that this particular diagram. So here we are having same memory for the instructions as well as data. That's why it is known as single memory architecture. But here we are having separate memories for the instructions and data. Instructions are stored in cache memory or the code memory, and the data is stored in the RAM, which is nothing but the data memory, right? So here we are having multiple memories. That's why we call it as a multi-memory architecture, right? So the cache memory is a permanent memory, we know, which is a ROM, and the data memory is a volatile memory. What is the meaning of volatile? That means if you switch it off and again you switch it on, there will be no data in that particular memory, right? And in this architecture, in this Harvard architecture, CPU always executes the predefined program in the code memory or the cache memory on the different data elements. The example of von Neumann architecture is 8085 microprocessor, 8086 microprocessor, whereas the example of this Harvard architecture is microcontroller, 8081 microcontroller, whether it is a 4 KB ROM or 128 byte RAM, right? So it is completely dependent on the configuration of that microcontroller. So the microcontroller falls in this category and the microprocessor falls in von Neumann architecture, right? So in this particular von Neumann architecture, we are having a common bus for data and instruction transfer. You can consider this bus as a path. So there is a common path for data and instruction transfer, whereas in Harvard architecture we are having separate buses, separate path for instruction as well as data. So we are having multiple paths. Over here we are having single path. To execute this von Neumann architecture, one instruction can take up to 2 clock cycles. The execution of single instruction can take up to 2 cycles, whereas in Harvard architecture, single instruction is executed in single cycle. So you can see that this is comparatively better in terms of performance than this von Neumann architecture. And this is cheaper. Von Neumann architecture is comparatively cheaper, and this is costly because it is doing great work. The performance here is good. That's why it is costly. This is used in personal computer or small computers, whereas this modern architecture or the Harvard architecture used in microcontroller and single processing. Now, why we are moving on to the Harvard architecture instead of von Neumann architecture? There is a bottleneck. What is the bottleneck? That in this particular von Neumann architecture, it doesn't depends on the number of programs you are giving, number of instructions you are giving, it will be executing all the instruction in a sequence. That means one after another. So the performance is always a issue with this von Neumann architecture, and this issue is known as von Neumann bottleneck, and that particular bottleneck can be easily resolved in the Harvard architecture. So I hope you got a difference among these two, and in the next video we will be understanding what is the difference between computer architecture and computer organization. So thank you very much for your time. Keep supporting, keep learning. Have a great day.